All right, welcome back for the final time. This is the last map of the day. It has been a long one. So thank you to everybody that sticked around since 2 p.m. when we hit that go live button for the first time on Overwatch. And of course, it is your 4th seed Miami versus your 6th seed Akron in this loser bracket semifinal.
So this is going to be a very good game. Akron is a team that Miami has faced a lot this semester. A team they have lost to before, but one they have also won against plenty of times. So we will see what both teams decide to do. We are heading to Nepal, was already decided. Akron banned Lucio, so they're trying to force maybe the Kiri Wuyong control tempo there. And Miami banned is very surprising considering Pooter is such a versatile player. But then they also realized Romero is more of a versatile OTP than Pooter is. So we will see what they decide to do. Both teams, as we see Akron, as we saw them earlier today, Flashbang, Sweaty, Romero, Max, and Sebi Webby. And now also Romero pulling out that ball and Flashbang. I don't know if he'll probably just TP there.
Yeah.
And then we have Sire on Pooter Scooter. That sucks. Alfonso. Same old comp. Alfonso on that Juno trying to do a little bit of a sneaky difference play. Pooter Scooter with Bazaar using Bazaar Reaper, as we saw, nearly taking down Ball last series. Very, very close series, very entertaining series. Every map except the first one. Grand 2 and 3 were all hard fought.
Yeah, well, that Saravasa, your guys' Zara Reaper was so nasty. And here we go. Instantly, the tempo is controlled by Miami as that TP comes so quick from On. But he doesn't have rates. He's got to be really careful here. He does live, but it felt like almost barely. Romero now in the backline trying to find something. Alfonso's actually first to die from Sweaty. Remember, Sweaty was putting in so much work on this Freya in those first couple maps we were watching him, so we have to watch out for Sweaty's Freya. No
Sweaty
matter
out of
what.
position though. Nitrous Oxide does follow the flashbang, but unfortunately, Sweaty was a little bit caught up position. On also falls. No capture of point yet. Finally, someone steps on it. Honestly, little late, all things considered. Now Miami will have a very quick fight here, I think. And Nitrous Oxide onto the Brig instead of the Kiri. Interesting. They want to definitely just deal with this ball. One of the 4. Yep, Romero just swinging on the point there. I feel like a lot of Miami's plan here is just going to be point control more than Akron.
The thing about Ball is a great disruptor tool, but Ball cannot hold space. He physically cannot do it, and because of that, Miami are able to walk all over Akron and instantly flip that point. On is looking for the cone of Sweaty, but it actually Flashbang who finds the first kill for Akron, and this is what the Ball comps do. They give space, they bait you into it, they collapse on you, and they absolutely determinate all of your players. Flashbang now finds his second one onto On. No more DPS left for the side of Miami. Pooter Scooter
falls though.
Somehow is alive! This is insane!
Don't get booped, Pooter. If he gets booped, that's going to be very bad.
He's already got that grab.
Yep, that's a very quick grab. Maybe only about a minute, I think. And honestly, if Sweaty got there.
Oh no, you just said it too.
I just said it and I pushed it into existence. Now that is a pretty big stagger. Oh nope, we caught wave somehow. So now we have ults coming up from all of Akron and nearly every ult from Miami.
This could be a 10 ult fight here, Xander. If everybody thinks about hitting Q, we might get our first 10 ult fight of the day. The first one is the Kitsune Rush, and then the grab from Pooter Scooter as well. He's able to live from the title blast. Romero uses those mines to kill Pooter Scooter, to kill On. Romero's trapped, but oh my gosh, the mines get a 3rd kill. I've never seen mines get 3 kills in my life in that rapid succession, but I guess it has happened here.
One ult from Miami, 3 from Akron. They do have the ult advantage here. They just gotta, honestly, they just can't point and hold it steadily for a longer time than they have. Flashbang. Oh, Flashbang looking for an ult here with the Blossom. Nice. Sire finds Max. Oh,
The pull is so
big
good
on
though.
Sire.
Oh, let's see. Is anything? I mean, Nitrous Oxide had to pop that rally.
Nice.
Alfonso also
Good
pops
counter.
the orbital ray, and Poodle Scooter is able to kill Flashbang. Romero's still alive. Seeing if he can kill Alfonso, but that Juno's movement is going to be too much for just a solo ball to kill. As Miami, they do find the flip, but a lot of these Akron members are still alive, and Alfonso's in a really, really scary place right now. Poodle Scooter is giving him some excellent bubbles to keep this Juno alive, and on with that Death Blossom takes down the Kiriko of Akron, but Alfonso dies to Sweaty, so no more flex supports for either side of the ball here. Poodle Scooter was trying to get back to point to hold his ground, but he just couldn't. That Reaper offers too much damage. Sire at point nearly kills Sweaty before going down. The bullet now from Sweaty comes out, kills on, and this is a shocking start for Miami.
And they aren't playing as we saw them during. They haven't really faced the ball. We know they did face the ball earlier today, but not all that strong. Not like really performing that well.
This is really, really interesting. I think both of us thought Miami very strong favorites to win this match here, but they got to find how to play against this ball comp, and if they don't do it soon, it's going to get really dicey. And once again, it all goes back to you banned the Orisa, Romero plays the ball, and now you've lost one of your biggest counter picks into a ball.
Yep.
So maybe you think they lost this one in the ban phase?
I don't really know. There's a lot that they could do to deal with the ball. This map especially is going to be very difficult to deal with ball. Nitrous Oxide is playing a carry that can deal with it. I don't know if Alfonso wants to stick with the Juno.
I mean, he's going to for now. I mean, they're thinking that Juno breaks Zarya, the really heavy brawl with their Reaper. They're thinking that's the way to go, but here's the thing, Romero is able to do so much disruption, really take a lot of Sire Nitrous Oxide's attention, and because of that, On falls to 1 health, and Nitrous Oxide gets taken down by one of those Wu Yang left clicks. Flashbang looking for the kill onto On, forces him to TP out, and now Poodle Scooter trying to survive, but once again, On, he falls here. Poodle Scooter is able to find a trade though, but he's out of bubbles and low health. He's not going to be living for much longer.
But Sweaty fell to Sire. Poodle Scooter's still alive.
This is really, really good stuff here from Sire and Poodle Scooter.
Flashbang falls as well. Wow. Very
pull
good.
it back.
Very good stabilization from Miami there.
They lose the first 2 of the fight, but they're able to pull it back, and now they have that cap, they have this point collected, and this is one of the hardest chokes in the game to get through.
Very interesting. Yep, they're already hunting down Sweaty, falling really low. On needs to back out. What a boob from Romero. He did that time that so well, forcing Pooter out into the open, get melted down. Flashbang gets Sire. On Nitrous Oxide falls. On does get Flashbang. I don't know if he'll be able to get any more before he unfortunately meets his untimely end. Alfonso does fall to Romero. Does seem like On is just trying to get a little bit of testing here. I think, yeah, he can get out thanks to having that bubble. They get a quick regroup here. Very smart there from On.
Yeah, since he's able to live now, Miami can instantly try to attack this point again, try to get something going.
Max
Nitrous
falls.
Oxide finds that Curie diff on the Max. Flashbang though finds a trade on his Sire, but he TPs right into the waiting arms
Romero
of Miami.
gets Alfonso.
But Romero takes down Alfonso. Once again, that flex support, that main source of healing is down for Miami. So Poodle Scooter going to be that next to fall, and because of that, Akron able to hold on to this point still.
Yeah, once again, Akron has 5 ults built. Miami only coming up onto, only has 3 right now. Alfonso's still a little ways off of Orbital Ray. So we'll see what they can do here. They probably, unfortunately, Romero's Mines is probably the biggest thing on the side of Akron. Yep, and here it comes right then and there. Luckily, they managed to avoid most of it. Sire gets caught out though. On pops Blossom, dies, not being able to hit Sweaty, but it's a big trades all around. Better trade actually for Miami, getting Maxer. He comes out from Nitrous Oxide. They are just melting down the backline of God, my brain working. Akron here, and they managed to get Sweaty. Wow, what seemed like a deficit actually turned into pretty much a boom. Uh-oh, never mind. They managed to get a little bit of a recontest. Tidal Blast, Kitsune Rush, and Blossom come in and cancel all of Miami's plans to retake that point. Honestly, if the ball would have been able to get blasted down by Nitrous Oxide and Pooter Scooter when he was on the flank, that would have ended much differently.
Yeah, On makes that swap off of the Reaper onto the Venture. They've almost lost a little bit of their confidence in this comp after that beating they got from Ball State, but they now have to recontest this 93% and taking up. Pooter Scooter is able to get onto the point. That wave is used from Sebi Webby. Alfonso pops it over the right on top of the center of that point, and they are able to get the flip, but not before Romero finds the slam kill on the Sire. And not Ball State, Miami now find themselves down a player and trapped in the middle of point with Akron surrounding them from all sides. Pooter Scooter just not enough healing to give him up, and he will fall. And I don't think there's a lot more Miami can do now.
Unfortunately there, I will say Sire just got caught out way too much. Really help out Miami a lot of the time there. They're gonna have to focus up and reconfigure, because gonna be honest, this is not a team Miami should really lose to here. They don't want their conference to end today.
Play of the game. This was those minefields that, for whatever reason, Ball State was I'm so sorry. I am tired. It's the end of the night. I've lost all sense of anything. I apologize for any language you might have heard today on the stream, but once again, it was a great minefield there from Romero, and I mean, Miami just not able to stay out of them.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting how they play around it. I'm honestly thinking Miami may regret their ban of Orisa there quite deeply. I feel like it would be better, honestly, if Pooter just forces the Orisa mirror every time, because playing that Zarya and then you can still play into the Orisa there. I still don't really know why they banned Orisa. Maybe because they just didn't want to deal with how good Romero is on it, but at the same time, if you're gonna play Zarya Reaper, I'd say just play into it. Just burst down the Orisa. It is a comp you can deal with quite handily if you play Zarya Reaper. So we'll see what they decide to do. We'll see what the map pick for Miami is coming up.
See, what do you think it'll be? You said they really don't like Kings Row, so it's not going to be that.
I think they're just gonna do.
It could just be Saravasa, probably.
Probably Saravasa. Yeah. If I had to say.
I mean, they wiped the floor with Ball State on Saravasa, so it'd make a lot of sense if they bring Akron out to that map.
Yeah, it'd work out a lot in their favor. It's one of their better maps that they do, and they should be able to get a map back here and reconfigure after losing that point to Paul. Like we said earlier, the control maps that are currently in rotation for the championship isn't maps that we have really played all that much all this season. It's mostly just been Lijiang Tower every single time, so it's not a lot we're really used to. But we will be back for that. We are waiting for the map pick and map ban, so we will be on a little tiny bit of a break.
It should be pretty. Like it should be pretty quick. Cause I know there's no subs for either of these teams. I don't believe so. I think it should be a pretty quick, pretty easy. Miami saying, okay, let's do Saravasa. Let's ban probably. Oh, what do you think they'd ban if they play Saravasa? Maybe a Ram they could ban?
Maybe.
They could ban Ball, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, ban Ball.
I guarantee the only reason Romero plays Ball is because he can't play Orisa.
Yeah, it's true, yeah. But even if, like, you're not scared of an Orisa if you're playing Zar Reaper.
Yeah. So it's like, how they want to force this. And Ball is a comp they really have practiced a lot against. Don't really know what happened there. But who knows? They just got to figure something out, win this next map, and hopefully the two after to get to tomorrow's game. Because if they don't, they'll be not kicked out of this tournament today, which would be heartbreaking after taking Ball to map 5. So see.
Yeah, of course, Miami a superpower of the ESC for these last 3 years, it would be very, very difficult, very tough to see them go out on the first day here today, because we'd love to see them, fight their way through the loser bracket and see if they can even make it to the grand finals when everything is said and done. But there's a lot of tough opponents they have to face. Think about it. Ohio and Kent State, they both played tremendous games earlier today on this stream, and those are also going to be tough opponents to beat. And Ball State now also has to face Kent State tomorrow, and I am honestly not too sure if we can pull it off. Based on how we played today, and based on how Kent State played today, it's going to be a very close game. So this ESC conference has really ramped up their competitiveness.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how we do. We're heading to Shambali.
Okay.
Very interesting.
First time we've seen that today.
First time we've seen that map today, and it's the first time I think we've seen the map in regular season 2. I don't know at all. Very interesting map. Very poke heavy. Very poke heavy. See what both teams decide to play. Probably will still expect maybe the Freya, a little bit of the Ash from Sweaty. Probably we'll see the Orisa come back out. Not much else.
I mean, Sigma's also a really good pick here. But and Shambali, the insane meta for OWCS when this map was played, it was Ram, Sojourn, Echo. I don't know if we're going to see that being played here today, because Echo is not a hero that a lot of players have. One of the only flex DPS I know that can play it well is Bordy for Ball State. So I doubt we'll see an Echo, but the Sim, the Sojourn, the Echo, you could even just Zara Reaper. Zara Reaper is so good in so many different places. I could also see Miami just rolling out on that.
So we'll see what they decide to do. Waiting for bans at this moment. Miami bans Sem.
That makes a lot of sense.
That does make a lot of
Sim
sense.
is really good in this map.
Sem is very good. We banned it against Ball State too. Granted, I do feel we still banned it a little early. I should have saved that a little bit later. But if, like, for map 5, if Sem wasn't played, it would have changed a lot of things for games. And then
Okay.
Diva banned as well, which is a very interesting pick. Which team banned which here soon?
So Miami would have banned Sim, and then in response, Akron bans Diva. So I think it's like one, Sim is really good on this map, but two, Sim is really good into Diva, which we know Pooter Scooter can play. So just in case Pooter Scooter decides to play that Diva, Akron can't play the Sim to counter that. So they're just going to ban the Diva just as like a failsafe.
Yep. So we'll see what they decide to do. Should be going in here shortly.
We're going to give all the R's around and we can get some more Overwatch action for all you guys at home. As he shut down, I've mentally shut down, you physically shut down. we're collectively one whole shut down body, but then one whole awake body. As
this was supposed to be out over 2 hours ago. Match was supposed to start at 6.
6.
It's like 20.
6, 7.
8, 9, 10.
So that's see now you ruined it.
Of course I did. I hate it. I'm gonna ruin it every time.
How do you hate it? It's just so funny. It's just so
It's
funny.
2 numbers.
That's why it's funny. You're getting it. You're getting it. Oh my gosh, guys, he gets it. He gets it. We're all giving each other side eyes over here in the production booth. It's been a
I'm connecting eyes with Trey, and
day
he just
and a
the annoying grin on his face.
As I thumbs up all around in here. We go. Miami versus Akron. Let's see what predictions come true and what predictions come false.
Miami, of course, on the defense first. That's put a little bit of work. Being already a game down to Akron. This is going to be another long series, I feel. We see here Miami is doing the Zarya Reaper again. And once again, Akron is on the ball on it.
Yeah, I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Romero was absolutely farbing on that ball that last map. So, why would you switch off if it's working so well? I think that's kind of what they're going for here. And
Check out the new
as a DPS carry player, I love what I'm
Yeah.
watching Nitrous Oxide do right now.
So, what'd you
I
think?
love it.
I don't really know what they're gonna
Nobody
try
uses
doing
15
here.
electric guitars like those guys.
I mean, there's 5 seconds left. This isn't. This is how they're rolling out.
3, 2,
Interesting.
Have you seen this before from them?
No. Never even seen him play on Shambali.
I mean, they definitely didn't expect it, I'll tell you that. Suzu's instantly burned from Max, but Romero's able to instantly peel. Webby's nade doesn't connect with anything. And, I mean, to be fair to Miami, they are holding this choke now.
Sire falls to flashbang, however.
Oh,
However, they do get
Good trade.
Webby, and unfortunately, Pickersford falls as well. Don't really know what the full point of that. Alfonso falls as well. Yeah, I don't really know what the maximum play there was, what they were aiming for. A little early.
maybe it's that same mentality of let's make them fight us really up front. Don't let them get any payload push, and now we can get more fights on this card. Instead of what usually happens is they get a lot of free payload push trying to push into you. But here's the thing, they still have all that payload push now, and yeah, now you're just in an even more awkward spot.
Very unfortunate there. That's a lot of the damage up front for Miami.
Yes. Hi. Hello.
As Pooter Scooter, he's at 61 charge, so he's definitely a very powerful Zara. He's going to see if he can keep using good bubbles to keep that up. And now that On is back, Miami's going to look for this re-engagement. Flashbang has to wraith out of there. He's not going to get to a really safe position. On's going to look to hunt him down. He's getting pinged, but he's just not going to be able to fall there. Nobody has died yet. Romero, though, will be able to take down On first. Sweaty uses that bola on point to trap Pooter Scooter. He's going to fall next. Sire's on a really nice flank here. He's going to die on it. And unfortunately, Webby, Sweaty, they all find kills for themselves. And Miami don't even find a trade by the end of it.
It's not looking the greatest for Miami.
Not bad.
Nope.
What's
I
next?
don't know why they're really struggling against this ball comp. They've played well against it before.
Do you think it's momentum issues or something they're just not able to get out of what happened in the last match?
Maybe. I don't know. They have contact with players, can't really know their mental process here. I mean, they're not playing super. Oops. Yeah, there goes Sire and Sweaty. Trading of the Freyas. Both. Then the trading of the Reapers. And Alfonso being lasered by Romero. Honestly, it might just be the fact that Akron is playing super well.
Yeah. I mean, Akron's had a really good day today, almost sweeping OU, the 3rd seed, as the 6th seed. And, you know, aside from a couple mistakes in that series, they've been playing really good. And I think Romero, he played a lot of Orisa in that series. We watched him first, but now he's settled down into this bulk stuff, and it's working really, really well. He's already forced that Wraith off from On, which makes this touch very, very awkward here for Miami. He's gonna have to TP into the back line. He gets bubbled. He does barely have Wraith back in time. Chooses not to Death Blossom. Romero is left anti in the back line of Miami. He's not gonna die. On does find the first kill.
Wow, very, very nice ult there from Pooter Scooter. And another good pick there. Nitrous Oxide going onto that Ana to deal with the ball. Not a bad pick whatsoever.
Okay, so signs of life being showed for Miami now. They win their first fight, and now they can take all of this space from the map from Akron and really now make Akron be the one attacking them. And they can hold ground. They can make Akron go first, make Akron waste their cooldowns, and then they can play more retroactive.
Wonderful sleep there from Nitrous Oxide, forcing out the Wraith there and away. And now Sweaty here looking for an angle. Ball coming in. Flashbang does fall to Alfonso, but Alfonso falls in return. Flashbang popped Blossom there, actually. Very good cancel there. On pops Blossom, getting Webby. Sweaty falls as well to Nitrous Oxide. However, Max does find Pooter Scooter. Very big nade on to oh god, brain work. Romero. And this is another hold for Miami. Alphonse has to be very careful. He doesn't want to get caught out when he has the sound barrier.
Okay, yeah, now minute 45 and counting down. Miami now have cemented themselves here, winning these back-to-back fights. Momentum is now on their sides, and they have a much better ult advantage. There it is. Romero gets slept, trying to use those minefield. Alfonso Scooter actually died. Nitrous Oxide still invests that nano on here. I'm not too sure why he did. I mean, he is able to find a turn on the Sweaty, but he's so low on 36 health, and there's just mines all around him. He's got nowhere to go. Sire is able to kill Romero, but he can't get there in time to touch. Nitrous Oxide's on Honest, so of course he can't touch, and Akron do find that cap.
Gonna be very interesting in Miami fight this back. Not many ults on this side. Actually, never mind. They are coming up on 3, and it does seem like Akron's coming up on 3 themselves.
Yeah, so it looks like a 3v3 here in that alt economy, but if you're looking at it, I would much rather have Blossom, Grav, and Beat than I would Bola, Blossom, and Tidal Blast, if I'm completely honest. There it is, the Beat comes out from Miami, the Tidal Blast as well. Tidal Blast doesn't find anything. The Beat is used to live it, but Alfonso's getting chased down by Romero. Sire and Flashbang both find a kill of their own, but Pooter Scooter's going to be the one to fall for Miami. That is a much more important person on this playing field than that Freya of Sweaty. Flashbang finding another kill on his Sire. Now he's going head-to-head with On. He'll make that one his. And now TP's in Nitrous Oxide. He blossoms him at the spawn door. And Flashbang just has to chill.
Not managed to get anyone, unfortunately. The ult support's there. Not managed to get anyone with that grab. Blossom comes out On. Not really being able to get anything. Now it's just Sire left on point. That's going to be a full cap from Akron.
Wow. This is not the Miami team I'm used to watching. I'm going to say it blatantly. I usually see them much better than this. I can tell they're not playing at full form right now.
Very unfortunate. Playing this long also, they have been here it's about the same time as us. May have put them off their form, and Akron hasn't actually been playing this. They did, once again, Miami did just jump right back into a best of 5 after going to game 5 against Ball State, and they were, I guess, they were probably hoping to win that series. That way they could get some rest for tomorrow. They're stuck playing this.
It's a battle of attrition here at this LAN today, as all these players have been on from 2 all the way until 10 p.m. as it's just about to turn over. It's not how well can you play in the moment, it's how well can you play over a span of 8 hours. In Miami, that last series, I think it just dug them down to their core. Akron had a lot of time to regroup and, you know, like recoup after that loss to OU, but Miami unfortunately didn't. They got thrown right into this map, and I just don't think they took the mental break necessary.
We have Akron here playing once again the Flashbang. Sweaty on the Freya. Still Romero on the ball. Still close. Screw going on to that Orisa. Probably gonna try doing the counter arrow. We also do have on Venture instead of the Reaper again, which has worked against a few teams.
Yeah, the Venture, the Orisa, the Cassidy, those 3 picks playing very heavily to counter Romero's ball pick here. So they want to just bully Romero until he gets off the character, but no, it doesn't work. Romero finds the first kill onto On already, and Pooter Scooter has very little help over here on the left side of the map. He's forced to lose all of the space that he was trying to take, and Miami, they got to go back and spawn and regroup now. As here we go once again, Pooter Scooter seeing if he can take some space on this left side of the map. They have to remember to keep that cart pushing. 165 health, there's just not enough healing.
They're having to fight. Romero on the back, Flashbang fighting On. Who's kind of kicked off, put in the middle. It's not looking best. Romero's still up, but they managed to burst down on Romero. That's what you want to see. Now they can just have free reign, not worry about that backline. Flashbang is still there, gets picked off by Alfonso. Finally getting some space here to work.
Okay, so Miami, There they go. They did what they had to do to kill the ball. They flashed him. They jabbed him, right? They just bullied him into death. But since he is on ball, he's going to be back so quickly. And Akron are definitely going to have another fight here before Miami, excuse me, get this first point cap. As here he is, the Romero's going for the rollout. Hits a good slam there onto Alfonso and on. Forces that dig from on. Semi Webby kills Nitrous Oxide, but at least he gets that Kitsune rush off. Can Miami use it to good effect? I don't think they can. Pooter Scooter, Alfonso, Sire, they're all gonna die. On is left alone. He falls next. A minute 55 still left for Miami. There's still a lot they can do here.
Yeah, unfortunately that was one of their bigger ults, and now Max here has a free Kitsune rush of his own coming up here soon. And then Blossom coming up for Flashbang and Mines once again. Mimes gonna have to make something work here and make it work quick.
Yeah, Pooter Scooter though, he is coming up on that Terra Surge. You have On with that Tectonic Shock, Sound Barrier, Deadeye. There are so many good ults still in that bag for Miami. So even though they already, use that Kitsune rush, they're still alive. Sire barely lives on this Cassidy hero. He's gonna pop the Deadeye, the Sound Barrier as well. He nearly kills Flashbang. It was so close. Max uses that Kitsune rush, giving Miami essentially the warning, like, back up, because we're gonna burst the heck out of Pooter Scooter if he tries to walk up. But now that the Kitsune rush is over, it's Pooter Scooter's turn. He's gonna engage onto the back line of Akron, but now Flashbang trying to 1v1 Alfonso. Pooter Scooter not able to find anything. Sire though does find the first kill of this fight. Miami now trying to regroup, see if they can kill Flashbang. They do. They are able to get him in the end. Romero now seeing if he can sell cart for just a little bit longer, but I think Miami might have this one. They did.
Cap first point. There's a lot of struggle there, but we'll see how they can do it in the second up this little hill stairs. Tough for them.
Nice shot there. As Pooter Scooter might be able to get out with his life, but since Alfonso died, it's going to be a little bit of a regroup here for Miami. Sweaty though, not letting them regroup. Uses that bolo up. Pooter Scooter throws a jab. We're in at Sweaty through that window. Nitrous Oxide find a second on the Flashbang, although it's a really good slam from Romero. Gets a lot of attention, but not able to kill On in the end. Miami now use their numbers advantage to get some payload push.
That was a few ults there from Akron. Nothing really came out from Miami. Ice Sound Barrier earlier. So they have the pretty good ult advantage here going into the top of the second point. Kitsune Rush comes out from Miami. Same with the
Venture
I can't
ult.
remember.
You're good. Tectonic Shock.
Tectonic Shock. It's been a long day.
It has been a long day.
They managed to get pop 2 ults, win the fight. Probably get this point here without really any trouble. Yeah. A good push off there from on the ball, keep him off the point.
Yeah, Romero not able to touch, neither is On. So now 3 minutes, 18 seconds left here for Miami. They're already going to be taking a lot of space here. They just have a lot of confidence right now. They've got something back, but old Sweaty, oh my gosh, punishes every player of Miami that tried to take space. Alfonso and Sire die first. Nitrous Oxide forced to use that Suzu, and back to the spawn room Miami goes. He goes, holy.
Very good there from Akron. Romero comboing his slam with Sweaty with the shots. Probably will see a few ults come out here. Most likely from Romero. Since he wants to probably build up another one before he gets to the end here of this third point. There he is coming in from the flank. Mines come out. Not the best position for Mines, but good enough to really cut off him on the payload. Flashbang gets Pooter Scooter on the Terra Surge ult. Not looking too good here for Miami. That was another ult they used, not really coming with anything. Granted, Akron did pop 3 of their own. Semi Webby went on to the Ana as well.
Yeah, that was just a crazy combination. Flashbang in that Kitsune rush that Max uses so much DPS, but Sire finds a great headshot on his Sweaty, pops that Deadeye for some free space. Flashbang forced to fall all the way back. Is he able to live? He is able to live, but On kills Semi Webby. Sire kills Max, and here we go. Miami once again pushing back these forces of Akron, and I don't think they have good consistent touches here. They do have the ball. It's going to be very, very difficult. The first touch comes out from Flashbang. Death Blossom kills two!
Flashbang gets two.
Oh no! It's so massive for Flashbang! Hooter Scooter falls next to Max, and Miami, it looked like that could have been it, but the Death Blossom was just too much.
Yep, very good Death Blossom there from Flashbang, good timing. Unfortunately, Pooter Scooter did not have his spear after he threw it at the ball to try and get him off the point, and Flashbang saw that opening and he took it. It's going to be really difficult here for Akron to hold. Granted, Miami does have 2 ults coming up. Akron really only one in the form of the ball ult, and they know it, so they're just going in.
Yeah, sound barrier already from Miami.
Yep,
They're just
they're
going to layer
sweaty.
with the Kitsune Rush and on. Hooter Scooter already getting kills. I like this. Do it quick, do it clean, do it effective, and they get the job done. The mines come out, but that's too little too late from Romero. 44 seconds left on the clock. That goes to a minute 39. We're in overtime.
Yep, here we go. Round 3. We're going to start with Miami first, having less time on the attack. They were going first, hopefully getting a lot better attack here than they did in the first time attacking in round 2.
Yeah, so here we go. I think what we're going to hope for Miami here is that they don't, I like the idea. I like the strategy of sitting by the spawn doors and just trying to catch Akron off guard. But it's just so risky because if you do die, Akron gets so much free space, and Miami had a tough time recovering all the way up until about this choke point here you see on second point.
Yep, Pooter choosing to go on that Orisa again at the start. Very good pick there. Let them out a lot. Romero going back onto the ball. Of course, pretty much all of Akron staying the same. Only real change for Miami is it seems Sarah's going to look for a pot shot, maybe. Oh, does he stick this area? Goes.
Okay, so it is Miami on the attack first. As you said, Sire, going to look for a sneaky little Widow angle there. But yeah, very similar comps here, and Romero once again on that ball. But remember, he's playing into this Venture Casarisa, so if Miami have figured out how to really use those heroes to their perfect effectiveness to counter this ball, I think Miami have a really good shot here. Good jab.
Does hit the jab, charged up a little bit. He does have that charged jab to deal with the ball. Ball does go in onto the back line. Doesn't really find one. Sire does fall low though. Romero falls low as well. Flashbang also low. Sebi Webby. Sire having to grab this health back to stay healthy. See what happened here. Pooter Scooter falling actually quite low. Using that spin to get some. Oh, what a
nasty
shot! That was a very nice shot from Sweaty there. Unfortunately putting Miami on the back burner. On falling as well. And it seems like that's a fight one for Akron. Actually, it does get Sebi Webby. If Miami can contest here, they could get another fight back built up here and maybe keep pushing this payload a little bit. But it's going to be a struggle due to the fact how high Akron's ult charges.
Yeah, there's also the fact they have to stay on payload now. They really can't take space effectively. Romero looking for a slam. Flashbang, though, just melts through Sire's health bar. Sweaty using that to get aggressive. He slides in there, taking some space for this Akron team. The Kitsune Rush, though, it's really quick. Kitsune Rush from Nitrous Oxide. That just might be what Miami need to win this fight. It forces Akron off. That's going to allow time for Sire to get back into this fight. But now that Miami have used one ult, it's time for Akron's ult, and yeah, there it is. Sweaty uses that overclock, gets one, gets two, gets three, and that's all they need. Akron hold Miami, but it's still very, very winnable.
Yes, very winnable for Miami. They have to hold very well, and honestly, they could probably do the same situation they did the first time. Hold close, probably not on the same angle, but hold close, allowing 2 fights to come out. And it's because the first time they did it, they managed to hold and then get to that corner. They jumped out that window and fought them again. That's going to probably be their best fight. Bet use 2 fights to burn some time.
Yeah, they only have a minute and 39 seconds. Unless Miami instantly dies like they did last time, that is not enough time to push the cart there without triggering overtime as well. So it's a very similar situation for Akron that Miami was just in. So this is just super close, super down to the wire. We even see a bit of a comp change for Akron.
Seems that the ball still coming out. Still Kiri, still Wooyoung, but maybe a little bit of the flat. Genji and Sweaty onto the Freya. Of course, Miami, we have on Sombra to
Oh,
really
okay.
cancel out that ball. And Sire also in the Kree once again canceling the ball. Pretty much a very ball counter.
Yeah. Yeah, he switched off the Venture as like a soft counter to the ball, I would say. More is that you can play around the ball easier on Venture, more than some other characters. But the Sombra, that is a direct counter to the ball. So the Cassidy and the Sombra, that is the most countering you can do with a DPS lineup. As Miami, once again, are holding this angle really close, but they've learned their lesson. They're playing it a little farther back, and they're not getting as aggressive with it as On. Now looking for maybe whatever he can find on the right side. Nitrous Oxide does swap off the Kiri onto this Baptiste, which I did not expect. His lamp, though, is already forced out. That is a crucial tool that is no longer in the pockets of Miami. But Flashbang is living here on point, giving that a push.
They're really low. Same with Flashbang. Force him off this point.
60 seconds.
And now Sire looking for some shots. He does get a nice tap on a Sweaty. Uses that right click to get the damage in to that backline of Akron. And yeah, Miami really strong defense here. They're not holding up, or they're not letting up, I should say, and Akron just not able to find what they need to. And eventually they do get some space, but Nitrous Oxide instantly uses the window to get some of that space back. Pooter Scooter going on the offensive now. Sweaty is really caught completely out in the open here. It's a great terror surge from Pooter Scooter. Sweaty accidentally kills himself, which I've really never seen a Freya do before. Nitrous Oxide once again doesn't have that lamp. I don't think it matters. Without their Freya Sweaty in this fight, Akron cannot fight this anymore. They have to live, or they simply won't have time to recontest.
Nearly a perfect kill there, and Sire gets Sweaty as well. Lots of ults coming in. Oh, very good immortality field, and Flashbang gets speared into a wall. Very nice. Big slam. It all comes out from Alfonso onto Pooter as well. They're trying to deal with, oh, there it is. Hindered, hacked. There goes the mines. They come out, but it's too late. He explodes.
Okay, they did it.
Game 2, Miami. They take Shambali.
So Miami, they've brought it back. They lost the first map. They come back fighting for us. It didn't look like they had it. They started off really slow, but they got into the rhythm by the end of it, and they bring the map score to 1-1. Map 3 is next. It's going to be Akron's pick.
Yep, roller map 3 here. Of course, Escort and Control are off the table. We'll see what they both decide to do. It will be Akron's map pick now. That was our map pick on Shambali, so we'll see what Akron decides to pull out of there. But I do think we will go a smidget of a break, get some refreshments, throat's a little parched. So we will see you in about 2 to 3. To me.
All right, welcome back. My mic is not up to my mouth, but welcome back, because here we are. It is map 3 of Miami versus Akron, the final loser bracket semifinals here tonight. In this this should be a good one.
We are heading to hybrid of Blizzard World, a map we saw last series against map 5 of Ball State. Really close map, nearly beat them. Ball State being a 1 seed, we are of course 4th. However, we are going to Blizzard World. Akron has banned Orisa. Miami has banned Wu Yang. Makes sense. Hooter really put in the pressure onto Romero's ball, slipping his best character. Then Miami banning Wu Yang just because not wanting to deal with Wu Yang comps that we are not as comfortable on as the Lucio Kiri comps. And we have the standard comp over here from Miami. Soj, Reaper, Zarya, Kiri, and Lucio. And over on Akron's side, we have Sweaty on the Widow, which we haven't really seen all too much today, even though this is the second series we've had with Akron. And Flashbang on the Sem, granted probably TPing to that one corner, or TPing somewhere on the attack. Romero still on the ball. It has been working quite well. Max and then Sebi Webby on the Brig. Don't know if he'll be staying that, but it does seem that Miami is prepared.
Where are they going?
They might be prepared for a similar TP strat
Okay.
that we saw from your team.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. They've learned.
Because let it be known, all the schools watch that game. Because they're just like, we're recording information. Which honestly is not a bad idea.
Whoa!
On gets Max right at the beginning. Ball coming in. There we go. On needs to back out a little bit.
He lives.
He does live. Honestly, that corner is not too bad for Reaper. And unfortunately, the ball just stands there. Sweaty gets Sire with a long shot.
Wow.
Now we're already one down. That is not good for Miami. Being down your hit scan that quick is very unfortunate. Flashbang coming in on the Reaper, trying to put some pressure on the backline. Nitrous Oxide having no buttons and bolt supports down just like that. Booter Scooter also very low. On inside that building, trying to contest, can't do much. That was a quick cap from Akron. Very nice shot from Sweaty onto Sire, and unfortunately, Miami's gonna have some work to do.
Yeah, that's really what did it. That singular shot there from Sweaty. I mean, that gave Akron the confidence to really push through this Miami defense and really just snowball that into a point cap. Booter Scooter actually swapping onto the Diva and on going back onto that Sombra. Once again, since that Orisa is banned from Akron, that was Miami's biggest tool to put Booter Scooter on to counter that ball. So switching it up a little bit with the Diva, but I will say Diva is really not the easiest thing to play into a Brig, because the Brig really farm her whiplashes and just farm uptime, inspire uptime.
And also Flashbang onto the Sem instead of the Reaper, because they see that they went onto the Diva. Granted, I don't know if Diva's a correct play, or if they should go something like, oh, good cancel from Sire. Not good, not very good game sense there on the side of Sweaty, not realizing Sire was on top of that little turret there, and now that's one ulting down from Akron. Nothing worth getting. Uh-oh.
Oh.
He didn't have a translocator. Awkward.
That is really funny.
Wow, okay, Sire hitting
Sire
those
is
right
farming.
clicks.
Okay.
He's hitting his right clicks now, thank you.
He does have that overclock already. That is a really good
Really
tool
hits
to
a
hold
perfect
space.
one again, wow.
Yeah.
His aim right this game is not terrible at all.
Okay,
See a TP up to the high ground.
I mean, it gets him space there for Akron, but besides that, doesn't do a whole lot. Sire's kind of scrambling to find where to play with this overclock. He's just not getting healing. I mean, somebody heal your Sire. Oh my god.
So, somebody
please.
peel for your DPS.
That is crazy.
The ulting DPS at that.
I was about to say, if he's got overclock on, you got to be looking at it.
Onto that Sweaty getting picked off super easily. Honestly, going onto that Sombra was the best thing that Miami could have done. Just canceling Romero from doing anything really. Already about 2 minutes burned from Akron's clock. Really interesting mines. No one near there. That was.
I don't know if that was.
I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible. That was not good.
That was either a misclick or just simply Romero trying to keep Miami from crossing into their space like they have been so often in the game, like Ball State was doing to Miami. But oh my gosh, the EMP comes out so quick from On, and the Kitsune rush from Max, but it is just too little too late. The photon barrier as well, but you're already down a person in this fight, Akron. I don't think you should be investing some of the best ults in the game to try and win this fight. I mean, I guess they get some payload push off it to get space, but here comes Pooter Scooter, Nitrous Oxide, and Alfonso right back in to kick him off the payload.
I wonder, will Pooter go for a Diva bomb over that wall? Do it. Do what must be done.
So Romero, tired of getting counter swapped, switching onto that
onto
Ramatro, which makes a lot of sense.
Yep, unfortunately, the Sombra with the Diva is a little too much even for Romero to deal with. Has to call it somewhere. He is a very good wrecking ball, but unfortunately going into a Sombra. Sire finding these picks, very nice, much better than we saw first game. And ults coming out from both sides. Sebi Webby popping that rally, and then Alfonso popping that sound barrier. Even matchup, support ult for support ult, worked out quite well. Akron kind of had a very big ult deficit.
Yeah, and Miami able to win that fight with just using that sound barrier, and Akron don't have an ult for a long time. The closest one Zedai, that's not even really a good ult. And Pooter Scooter is still farming their team. He kills Sebi Webby. Romero now not going to be able to live this. No, of course not. That would be insane if he lived that. And now he is just going to get out of there scot-free, and they found more staggers, and it was such a quick first point capture for Akron, but after that, Miami have literally not allowed Akron to cross this choke.
Yeah, on doing so on the Sombra, putting so much pressure on the back line. Even if he's not a known Sombra player, he's just playing this so well, using his cooldowns in such perfect rotations, and allowing Sire to just fight these angles without any pressure on him, because he's making all the supports and all the DPS turn, even for a few seconds. Oh, big combo coming up. I just let that fly, missed it. OC coming out from Sire. That's 2 ults from the side of Akron, 1 from the side of Miami. Bundesliga still has Diva Bomb for that extra stagger potential. 2 touch point. He's probably going to be a little aggressive here, knowing he has it. Yep, incoming Diva Bomb.
Watch the EMP, and it's going to be a huge EMP if he's able to connect it. Yeah, it connects onto 3. I called it. I saw it from a mile away. I don't know how Akron are going to be able to live that. They're just not going to be. Romero falls. Now, Nitrous Oxide Sebi Webby gets hacked on that brig. And Akron, they thought they had this space, but they just didn't expect On to have another EMP so soon.
Yeah, here's the thing though, Akron coming up on 2 ults, 2 very important ones is that. Really, it's just Nitrous Oxide coming on his own. Sire falling really low. We'll see what they decide to do. Alfonso gets a boop off the map and a pick on Sweaty and a 3K!
Give him 4.
Alfonso!
Wait, Romero uses Annihilation. Oh, we're out of time. Overtime is clicking down. Flashbang is the only person on cart.
And then the
he
hack
gets hacked.
can't do it.
Alfonso's gonna finish him off.
Alfonso go burr. Hits a boop on to Sebi Webby off the map. Nearly 1 clips, I believe, was it Maxer or Frey? I can't remember exactly. And then 1 clips another one with a melee.
Miami is back.
They woke up.
Miami is back.
Initiating.
They went. They probably got a caffeine run from Zach. Zach went real quick, gave him a caffeine run, got some coffee, came back, put it in their hands. They drank it, and now they're finally awake.
Okay, now let's see. Can Miami hold this out?
Can they push this?
Remember, Miami's defense. Or sorry, they're on attack. Right?
Miami is a
My
much
brain.
more attack-focused
Yeah.
team. Their defense leaves not a lot to be desired, but they have some aspects that a lot of teams are a little bit better than that. They're
I
much
think-
more attack-focused.
I think Miami's goal here is just to use this Sombra and Diva to just run through Akron in ways that they don't even think is possible. Up the pace of this game,
I'm
the Sombra, the
sorry.
Diva, and the Lucio would just go.
I'm sorry. Moira?
Akron is pulling out all the stops now. They've put Sweaty onto Reaper. They've put Flashbang onto Sim as well.
And your
Moira?
retirement was just as quiet, right?
Are we in season 32 of Overwatch 1?
So Akron, double flex DPS, double flex support with that Zarya.
4.
I am very curious to see how this one plays out.
This is going to be very strange. I think maybe they went the Moira to deal with the Sombra. Perhaps that was probably their play there, but I don't know. He turned right back. They're doing a full switcheroo apparently.
Oh, that's why. It's our Reaper.
Yeah, they saw what they had and they're just like instant switch to our main comp,
They're
and
like,
here they go.
If you're playing as our Reaper, well, guess what? We're just gonna play it better.
Yeah, that is their philosophy. They play this comp probably the best out of anyone in the ESC. The only reason they've really lost any games today is just because it was a different comp, one they weren't really accustomed to. I.e., something like the Dorado Hazard comp was very interesting for them to play into. On this little off angle, trying to find some bit of damage onto their. Already, this Moira does not have a lot of healing. Like we see the problem with Moira very quickly. Using that healing orb just on the inside, trying to put some pressure on. Already half. Sire falling really low on, managed to find Maxer, but getting headshot immediately by Sebi.
No, but that's a good trade for Miami. A flex support for a flex DPS. That's ideally what you want to do as that flex DPS because one of those main sources of healing is now gone for Akron.
Beautiful
And
E.
Pooter Scooter able to kill Flashbang. Sire finds one as well. He finds a second. And here we go. Miami, welcome back to Earth. They now cap this point. They're going to get a massive time bank to push this payload not very far.
Yeah, this is gonna be. We saw them push this very quickly on against Ball State. Even though we lost that map, it was a very good, very hard fought. And we put up quite a big fight. We pushed it pretty much to the end for both teams. But we see here, Nitrous Oxide, 92% to that Kitsune Rush. We'll have to match with the enemy Kitsune Rush as well. We'll see if Sebi wants to pop it early to try and get an early fight win before Nitrous Oxide can really do anything with it. But Sweaty gets poked out by Pooter Scooter.
Okay, here we go. Nitrous Oxide is going to use that momentum to Kitsune rush his team down to the point. He falls for it, but does not matter because Romero does fall. Alfonso is also able to get a kill on Max. And Romero has to swap back onto that ball because there are going to be some last second touches coming out here for Akron as Miami have 3 on and they have a lot of space.
Unfortunately for Romero, all Pooter has to do is throw that grab at the ground and you will explode. Especially with a Reaper and Sire having the OC.
Here he goes, the slam is not good. Sire is actually able to slide away from it. Here's the overclock that comes out first. Ondo finds the kill with the Death Blossom and the grab. Alfonso finds one. The Coalescence doesn't do anything. Miami take map 3.
Very good there for Miami, making a little bit of a comeback there. Won 2 maps in a row, being down 1 on control. I don't know why, but it seems Miami is not the best at control today. But here we go, and here's the other thing, is that you have to understand, those were the 2 games they just won were the 2 weakest modes for Miami. Their weakest is Hybrid, which they just won, and their second weakest is Escort.
I thought their weakest would be Control after what I saw today.
I might reconsider my opinion. I might reconsider my opinion. I'm going based off win rates, though.
Okay.
Granted, Blizzard World is without a doubt our best hybrid.
Okay.
I think. No, it's not. Never mind. Never mind. I'm completely wrong. I just remembered we have a different one, but it's not map rotation. I don't think.
I want to know now.
I think is it Nubani? Because I don't think Nubani's in map rotation.
New body's hybrid, but it's not map rotation now.
Yeah, I think Nubani is our best.
But anyways, we're going to map 4.
Yeah, going to
Map
map
4 now. Miami lost the first map, but they're up in the series.
Yep. Now we have to have the pick of it's either Flashpoint or Push, which both of those are very good for Miami. Granted, I think some of the maps are also very good for most teams because they are just so heavily practiced. Saravasa is probably be the Flashpoint that is picked. It is the favorite among the Flashpoint maps, and then Push most likely Runasapi. I don't know anyone that would pick New Queen Street over Runasapi.
Unless you're Shu or something.
Yeah,
Like a
that's
really good Ana player, I guess.
Yeah. So very good there from Miami pulling it back, getting 2 wins in a row after that loss on Control. They really if they can get this next map, we can all go home, sleep. But not me, because I know that my 2 friends that are watching want me to get on, and I will, because I am a good friend.
I mean, I think we all need some sleep after today, though.
I don't know if I'm technically on stream tomorrow.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. We don't really know.
Because I don't think Zach's updated the stream calendar. What? Do you know how many times
about
I
me,
mentioned
not me,
Zach
it was him.
during this stream today? And that's not even a call out. It's not just him who does it.
So you're now talking to people off camera midstream. This is
It's
we've
been a long
devoted
day.
to madness, ladies and gentlemen.
When we've
This
been
is crazy.
streaming for 8.5 hours.
Has been a while. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
technically,
just Overwatch.
yeah, this stream is technically been
That's
going
just
for
Overwatch,
12.
yeah.
Because we also had Rocket League over here. So we've only been streaming for like 8.5 hours. And this next map, depending on if Servasa goes to the 5, we will be here until 11. So sleep, aidled brain.
I'm curious if we have a map pick yet from nothing still said from Akron.
They're probably thinking because they probably
Yeah,
probably
they don't
had
know what to do.
quite confidence after that Control, and then those 2 did not really go in their favor.
I wonder if they said anything about a break or if they're just thinking a lot. They're probably just thinking pretty hard here. As I'm trying to think, because we know Miami loves the Saravasa. The other only options there's Saravasa's New Junk City, there's Runasapi, and there's New Queen Street. Those are the only things left that we can see from this map pick here.
Yeah. If they go to New Junk City, it'd be really funny, but unfortunately, because our support player Alfonso was really known as an off-tank player, and he was Maga.
Yep.
He played Maga. So, unfortunately, we do not have another sub for support to throw him on the Maga, but
I'm sure Pudo could play the Malga.
oh, he can definitely play.
Yeah.
He's jack of all trades on Zach. But we will see what maps get picked.
Okay, Runasapi, you're
Going
right.
to Runasapi on push.
Akron bans the Kiriko. They said
They
no more
want
Kiri for you,
Tanana.
Nitrous Oxide. No more.
Well, Kiri's just busted.
Yeah, I mean that's also true. Yeah.
Like if you pick Kiri and the enemy team doesn't, GG.
Yeah. Well, that's Akron wanting to force that BAP, I think, because I know Max really likes that BAP and Nitrous Oxide. He's good at it, but it's not his most comfortable compared to the Kiri, compared to the Ana.
Yeah, his Ana is without the thing he's best at, and then probably Kiri, then BAP. I would say, granted, that is from just watching. He might have a different opinion, but like most of the players were commenting on, they might have different opinions about what's being said.
So do you think now Miami bans that ball?
On Runasapi, yes.
That's what I'm thinking too.
That would be a pretty good thing, because then you force Romero onto either
Ori or Ram.
Ori or Ram, and in that situation, just play Zarya.
Mm-hmm.
Literally just play Zarya, and you win.
Yeah. I think that it's either going to start with a Ram mirror, one person goes Zarya, the other person matches, or an Ori mirror, one person goes Zarya, and then the other person matches. I think that's what's going to happen.
It's probably going to be a mirror of some sort. That is if they ban the ball, but I don't know if they will. Because, I mean, some of their bans today have been a little weird.
Yeah.
Slightly.
It's been up and down.
There's some ones that just never made sense to me. Like, I still don't really understand the Orisa ban from the Control on Nepal.
Yeah.
It's still trying to wrap my head around that.
I can see why they did it, but, like, if they thought about it for, like, 2 seconds more, I think they would have, like, thought to not do it.
Yeah. it was a very strange ban, but at the same time they may have just I don't know really what they were thinking.
And Miami bans the Freya. Okay, so we're
Mi-
wrong about the ball.
We are
I
wrong with the
mean,
ball. We banned the Freya, which makes
he is
sense.
he is
Sweaty.
Sweaty is cooking. Sweaty is absolutely cooking right
Sweaty is a very good hit scan player. We saw him earlier today against was it
now.
OU? Against OU, absolutely cooking the back lines until Topaz decided to be a god on Genji and Venture.
Hmm.
That was the other time we went to map 5. So we are here on map 4. It is officially that
Yeah.
every series we have done today has gone beyond 3 games.
Yeah. Overwatch.
We were supposed to be done at like 8. I,
But it's all right. We got our band picks in. We got our map pick in. And I think we're all looking all pretty soon here.
yeah,
And we can get over to map. And we can start what could be the
last-
final
the
map
final
of
map
the
of the
night.
night.
If your boys can pull it out.
I pray. I pray.
Me too.
I still have to
Me
try
too.
to hope.
Me too. Don't worry.
But it honestly, you can't really fault them for being this long just because they want to win.
Yeah.
So they're all trying hard. And honestly, a lot of these games have been very exciting to watch and cast. So can't really complain all too much. It's just, of course, when it comes to having so many devices, so five PCs, 1, 2, 3 for just running this side of the stream, and then all the other stuff on the other side of the stream. Technical difficulties are bound to happen. It is a percentage. It happens all the time. So we just had a few back-to-back technical difficulties, so we got pushed back a little bit. On another note, did we ever inform about the Smash team?
You can talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So on another note, our Smash team has made a losers bracket run and is now in the grand finals for tomorrow. They will face Akron, which we are facing currently now, which is very funny. But they'll face Akron, and those were some exciting Smash games because every single game came down to the third match last stock, which is basically full capping and going to the last tick in overtime.
Wow.
So they're very exciting for them. There was a massive pop off we heard from the stage all the way in the other side of the building. Even our director was just like, even I popped off, like because they wanted to give me a heart attack because literally every game they played went to the final stock, all 3. So very very happy for our Smash team. We'll try and get there. We have to win one more map, then we have to play 2 more games, and then we're in the grand finals tomorrow.
Yeah.
What?
And if you saw the eye roll I gave, that wasn't to Xander or anybody. That was to the players because they are taking another bathroom break.
Are we joking?
So we have to wait a little bit longer.
You're playing on
before getting
push.
in
It's
there.
max of 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't.
Even then, it might be an overtime for an extra 2.
I don't know. I think that that was I was informed of that of a minute, 2 minutes ago. So at most, there's like 2 minutes left of the break. Surely.
I pray.
Okay, there, and we're reading
Thank
up right
you.
now. Perfect timing. So Freya band, Kiri band,
Kyrie band.
Orimir, Ramir, or Zarmir. What do you think these guys are gonna roll out on?
Honestly, I don't think there'll be a mirror. I think Romero will go on the ball. Unless
Oh, yeah, no,
they
good point,
decide
yeah.
to see, unless he walks out and he sees Sombra, like Sombra, McCree, Orisa on a brig.
Poor Romero.
If he sees that, he's turning right back
Yeah,
around.
100%. Oh,
Nope. He's just like,
Will do.
nope. I'd rather not explode. Yeah,
Here
and
we
we
go.
are heading in to Runasapi, isn't it like one of the 2 newer maps? It was like the
I just
second
started
most
playing the game.
recently. Oh yeah, true. I forgot you've only been playing the game for like a year. I can't remember. I do know the newest map is Atlas, and no one likes that.
I don't hate it.
I don't
There's
hate it.
worse. There's definitely worse.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely worse.
Like remember, New Queen should
Ready
exist.
for battle.
On is on. Yep, on is on the Sombra to deal with Romero's ball. Pooter Scooter is on the Zarya. Maxers is once again on the Moira.
Interesting.
Why?
I guess it makes sense because
They want to deal with the Sombra, I get it.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. It's just unfortunately Moira just doesn't have a good ult compared to a lot of the support line.
I mean, low-key, Coalescence into Kitsune. Coalescence sometimes feels better.
Yeah, there is instances, but unfortunately, the healing output is just not there because you have to play so specifically. And of course, nitrous oxide on the BAP. So, oh no. Nope, Sire manages to rotate around, has 100 charge, looking for an angle, hit that right click. Misses it, unfortunately.
Yeah, now here we go. Sweaty looking for maybe the kill on Nitrous Oxide. He forces out that lamp. Nitrous Oxide in a really, really precarious situation with neither of his cooldowns here, but luckily he's got Alfonso
Sweaty
with him.
really low.
He's gonna live there. And yeah, Sweaty almost dying, not able to get finished off by Sire.
Hack onto Romero. On doing a very good job of keeping Romero out of this fight, which helps a lot. Unfortunately, Voodoo Shooter's having to deal with a Reaper and a Tracer, and Sebi finds a shot on a Nitrous Oxide. Unfortunately, losing one early in that fight will cause the rest of Miami to back up and get out.
Yeah, I'm curious how Miami want to play the rest of this now, because with that early fall there, they have to really regroup back up, but Akron 34 meters and counting. I wonder if they switch up their comp, but they are. They are just going to switch to the Orisa. I wouldn't be surprised if next time Sire dies, he hops over to the Cassidy as well.
So, oh. I was gonna say, you said, I don't know why I thought of Nitrous in that instant. I was like, what? Yeah, so we have a fight here. Trying not to get that halfway point to get that early spawn point there. Unfortunately, Sire into a very unfortunate position. Sweaty just on him. Romero one. Pulse bomb goes out. Misses it. Sweaty falls because of it. And then there is the Immor. It does seem like they got halfway point. Mai really has to push up here.
I mean, that's crazy.
Hack
He TP'd up to him, the hacker.
Wow, he is after that ball. he doesn't want him existing at all.
That is insane. Nitrous Oxide did pop that amplification matrix, by the way. The only y'all used from either team that fight besides that pulse bomb by Sweaty. And now Miami have control of this robot, but they still have a long way to go before they take the lead. Alfonso use that sound barrier early. Somebody has to move Flashbang off this off angle on, and Sire decided to do it themselves with one person down, two DPS down for
Nice
Akron.
right click.
Here goes Miami for some space now.
Yep, probably will get a halfway point from this. Of course, the bot is moving always at a stable speed with one person on it. Can't really go any faster than that. We do have a big ult coming in the form of EMP, which can... I wouldn't be surprised if they just use EMP for mines.
And there it is, yeah, just as you said, minefield instantly EMP'd and no more Romero.
Yeah, and Romero just explodes. That is because he gets rid of all the shields he gets from his E, and he waited for that perfectly. Very nice from On. Romero still sticking with the ball, deciding that the pressure it brings is a little better than what I'm dealing with. Sebi Webby getting picked off by On.
That is so big.
That is huge, and Sweaty getting picked off from Alfonso.
And Romero can't live. That is a nice jab there from Voodoo Scooter. Completely not allowing Romero to get out with his life, and now Miami have a sizable lead over Akron. And it's only going to keep going up because Akron don't have any really good touchers until Romero's back in the game.
Oh, Voodoo Scooter going to a really offensive angle here. Oh my goodness, he oh
my god, that was nasty! Ew, 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 ew!
And then Alfonso finds Sebi Webby again. Pooter, don't do him like that. Pooter always has to seem to hit the wildest spears every time I witness it.
Max uses Coalescence out of spawn, trying to get his team something to
There's
hold on
the window,
to.
Sweaty one.
Yeah. Amplification Matrix just zones the absolute living crap out of Akron. They can't walk anywhere without getting bursted down by Nitrous Oxide on that Baptiste. Although here we go, Tidal Blast, that's gonna catch the Sire. He's gonna die. Romero is able to kill Nitrous Oxide as well. Akron still showing signs of life. They're not done with it yet. It might have taken almost all of their ults to do it, or actually it only took 2 of their ults. It only took Coalescence and Tidal Blast to do it, but they have finally won a fight, and they can try to get this robot back to that halfway point to take away those far spawns, or near spawns.
Pooter has to be very aware that Flashbang does have that Blossom. He has to save Spear to deal with it, to cancel out, hopefully. And if not, Alfonso has to save his speed boost to get out of the way of it.
This
It's
ends
going to be
now.
a real big thing. Yep, Sire popping in the OC, trying to find an angle. Fortunately misses both onto Maxers. Fortunate there. Trying to find him again, but then the right click from Sweaty. Knocks on OC from Sweaty. Pooter finds 2. Oh, what a shot from Sweaty. Didn't even see how he hit that. Alfonso on this little back end. Pooter Scooter falls. Eventually, I think Alfonso will just want to jump off map, reset. Unfortunately, he does not catch wave, so he will be a little late. Will he? Nope.
Oh my gosh,
they
so
just barely
close.
got close.
All right, well, here we go. Alfonso does have that sound barrier. Akron, all they have is that minefield, and if I have those two also, I have the choice. I definitely want the sound barrier. The jab barely
There it
misses
is.
the minefield, though. It's perfectly placed onto the back line, but Alfonso forced to use that sound barrier just to keep himself and Nitrous Oxide alive. With a 2-man sound barrier, and Pooter Scooter is completely left alone on the front line with no support.
Sire
And
as
Flashbang
well.
uses that to get a kill on the Sire. Now Miami need to find something quickly, or they have to back off. Now Romero finds next kill onto Alfonso, and Pooter Scooter next to die.
Yeah, Nitrous Oxide almost a window. They do have a little bit of space here to work with on the side of Miami. Akron not really having any ults coming up except support ults, and maybe Flashbang with his Blossom coming up again soon. But Nitrous Oxide is close to his window, which can cause a lot of damage. Oops, both are up. A lot of the team is trying to get this high angle here. On having to get out of there real quick. Oh, nope, doesn't get caught out. He decides to back up.
Here we go, 73 meters there, just 52 meters off the lead. Now, once again, the amplification matrix used as that first ult in the fight. Nitrous Oxide is just going to be raining down terror for that Miami team to just zone Akron off absolutely from this corner. But Akron, they cut it very well, and now it's their turn to attack with an ult of their own. They use the Coalescence, they use that, that's the Tidal Blast. It does,
good Sire.
once again, connect on the Sire. 2 for 2 now. That weaving ult has killed the Sojourn of Miami, and now they're gonna clean up. Alfonso's gonna die next, and Nitrous Oxide's not gonna be able to live for too much longer either.
However, Miami is coming up on some big ults. They just have to hopefully respawn and get there before they get to that corridor. And I think they will, because it is so close. However, they might have to wait for the mines to come out before popping the EMP.
Yeah, they can do what they did earlier where they pop, they wait for those mines, they EMP the ball, and Romero just dies instantly. We're going to see how either of these teams want,
Big
want to
kite
play it.
back up from Akron. They realize they should just back up and
Yeah.
try and force the ults out. Trying to get an angle, it seems. Oh, looking for a big ult here. Gets Sweaty, but it's all beautiful anti though. They even realized that Nitrous Oxide went to Ana. What a spear!
Wow. I mean, beautifully played there from Nitrous Oxide and Pooter Scooter. I mean, the trades happen, but Miami is still up. One of the fight. It's great back, and he's there. Poor Romero. How are you even supposed to play ball into this comp? Hacked and speared into the grave.
Hacked, speared, mid-air, booped. The amount of CC onto Romero there.
Okay, so what were the ults that were used?
And here's the thing, On still has his EMP.
And Alfonso is so close to Sound Barrier. 2 of the best ults in the game.
There's the EMP onto the Wuyong. He does get melted down, but Scooter follows up. Nitrous Oxide does get hit there. Beautiful spear from Pooter Scooter. He does get 3. Will he get the 4th from Romero? Nope, Sire cleans it up with him. Now they're just trying to push this a little bit further. However, they do want to back up here. They are 2 down.
And I just realized Romero matching that swap onto the Orisa as well. He is tired of getting bullied by this Miami team. And yeah, Miami are going to play it smart. They do not have to be aggressive here. They want to force Akron into their space. There is no reason for them to get sloppy with ults, get too aggressive with it. They're simply just going to make Akron come into them, and they're going to play overclock. They're probably going to pop it right here, and it's such a good spot to use it because it's such an open space.
It's going to be very good. Overclock is coming out from Akron. Sweaty bit. Nice. Huge sound barrier. On manages to find Maxter. Sweaty falls to Pooter Scooter. Siren's a headshot on the flashbang. And that, I believe, is the bell.
Good to see you.
Yep, there goes. No touch, no overtime because they didn't touch till last seconds. Miami, go ball!
Why did Extra Sockside say go ball in chat?
It's a meme in Miami
Okay.
where it's just like, oh, we're losing, go ball!
Oh, I
Because
thought
anytime they face a team and they're up 2, the enemy team goes ball, they lose 2, and they just win.
I thought it was like go ball state. I thought that's what it was.
That's like a meme.
Okay, that's funny. As a Miami, as you said, closing it out, winning the final loser quarterfinal here, advancing to the loser semifinal, which will happen tomorrow. It's scheduled for 12:30, but depending on what happens with Rocket League and Smash Bros, it might get pushed back a little bit. But that is it for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Your 4-seed Miami University beats your 6-seed Akron University. We will see you guys tomorrow. We got Ohio versus Ball State, and we have Miami versus Kent State, I believe.
Is it Kent?
Miami versus Kent State. Yes, Miami
It's Miami
versus
versus
Kent
Kent
State.
State.
We will see you guys tomorrow for those matches. Peace out.